What's up, y'all? Everyday Say here. So I wanted to talk about how you can be a man's peace, right? So we hear it all the time: be a man's peace, be a man's peace. And so I just kind of want to elaborate on what that means. So, life can get stressful. Work can get hard. You have stressful days, you have better days, so on and so forth. And the thing is that you just, in general, we as men, we typically are working labor jobs. We're working jobs where you have to put out a lot of physical exertion. So, and we also work long hours. So you consider us working really, really hard for long hours, and we come home, and the first thing that, you're in our face about is about us not picking up some socks, us not cutting the grass. Like, listen, I understand those things are important, right? But it's all about timing. Like, ain't no man. Thank you.
You have a nice day.
You too. Sorry, I had to grab me something. But here's the thing: ain't no man gonna want to go from a stressful job where his boss then got on him, his coworkers then pissed him off. Ain't no man gonna want to come home to hearing you fuss about him not putting his socks in the laundry, man. Like, ain't no man gonna want to come home to hearing you gripe about how he didn't cut the grass today after working 16 hours in a labor job. Come on, y'all. Come on. And that's part of what it means to be a man peace, is knowing when to bring up issues, knowing when it's the time to discuss about problems that are going on. Now, if a man is cheating on you or he did some crazy stuff, hey, there is no appropriate time for that. Like, it don't matter. Every time is the time. Like, you just do it. Like, when he first get home, when he don't get home, whenever, you send it to him, whenever you find out. Most likely it's better to talk to the man in person if he's doing that. But I digress. On to being a man's peace. When a man gets home, there's nothing wrong with you cooking him a meal. There's nothing wrong with you giving him a massage. There's nothing wrong with you sitting down and just having a conversation with him about how his day was. Like, ask him how he was doing. How was your day? How are things going? And, allow a man to wind down. Give him 2 to 3 hours when he gets home. Like, let him just have his moment. Let him do his thing. Let him decompress. And then you can bring up your issue. Then you can say, hey, by the way, you didn't put your socks in the clothes hamper. By the way, you forgot to cut the grass today. Like, those are good times to bring up those subjects, because he has decompressed it. He's not stressed out. It's like, okay, cool, I need to do that. Now, the other thing is bringing drama to him that doesn't necessarily concern him after he's been at work and he's been working hard, or he's in a bad mood. So, he comes through the door, and the first thing is you're upset because Sarah let her dog run through your front yard. Like, that can wait. There are certain conversations you should be thinking in your head, like, is this worth me really telling him about? Like, is this of the utmost importance that I need to have this conversation with him? Do you really need to tell him that your next door neighbor let their dog run through your front yard? I don't know. That's what you got to decide. And so bringing situations to him that are not of that much importance is another way that you can be his peace. Like, he doesn't need to be informed on, like, homeowners association, we're talking about Sarah down the block had an affair. Like, no, like, he don't need to hear that when he get home from work. You feel me? So, a way of being a man's peace is to be considerate of when you bring issues to him, when you bring problems to him. If he's upset, if he's mad, if he's stressed out, if you see that, if he comes home from work when he first get home, understand, if it's not of the utmost importance, it can wait. You can tell him a little bit later, when he's been home for a while, he's decompressed, he done kicked his boots off, and he's relaxing. then you can tell him. But don't come to a man with drama or issues or fussing at him or yelling at him as soon as he hits the door from work. Like, don't do that. That's not how you be a man's piece. All right, peace out, y'all.